And we are back.
We're back with another pitch meeting. We're doing Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. Little by little, we're going through these Star Wars movies pitch meetings.
Yes.
We started with Episode 1. It's been fun.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I'm a big fan of Star Wars. You're a fan of Star Wars,
yeah,
right?
No, I am. Mm-hmm.
So let's check out Star Wars Episode 3 pitch meeting, and then we'll talk about it. You guys might be surprised what I'm going to say about this movie. I was really rough on the first two, so stick around for what I'm going to say about this movie after this pitch meeting.
Wow.
Let's go.
So, you have a new Star Wars script for me? Yes, sir, I do. It's gonna be called Episode 3, Revenge of the... Yeah, actually, I got your email about the title, and you realize we can't do that, right? Well, what do you mean? Well, you can't use that kind of language in a movie title, and it also just feels like immature potty humor. Oh, no, it's Revenge of the Sith. Oh, okay, I must have misread it. I was like, is this gonna be about a toilet that backs up? No, it's about Star Wars stuff. Well, I'm relieved. So what happens in the movie? Oh, well, we're gonna start with a bunch of space stuff happening, like a whole lot of it. It's not really gonna be clear who's who, but it's gonna be like, yeah, something's happening for sure. Very exciting. Yeah, and Palpatine's been kidnapped by Count Dooku, so Obi-Wan and Anakin have to save him. Okay. So they go fight Count Dooku, and Palpatine convinces Anakin to cut Dooku's head off. Yikes, must have been tough to convince him to do something like that. Actually, super easy. Barely an inconvenience. Oh, really? Yeah, he just makes a very compelling argument, and that convinces him. Well, what does he say to him? He says, do it. Oh, very convincing. Yeah. So what else happens in the movie? Oh, well, Padme is pregnant now, and her and Anakin are just super in love. Oh, they are? Yeah, so we're gonna have some amazing romantic dialogue going on between them. Like what? Well, for example, he's gonna be like, you're so beautiful, and she's gonna be like, it's only because I'm so in love, and he's gonna be like, no, it's because I'm so in love with you. Oh, very romantic and realistic, because people talk like that. Yeah, I don't want to toot my own horn or anything, but you know, Shakespeare can suck it. I'm the greatest writer now. Oh, dethroning Shakespeare is tight. It is. So anyway, Anakin has a nightmare that Padme dies, and he's like, oh, I don't like that at all. Okay. So then the whole movie, Palpatine's gonna be like, Anakin, you know, if you join the dark side, you can stop people from dying. That is a pretty good sales pitch, and what else is going on? Oh, well, Yoda's gonna go fight alongside some Wookiees against a droid army. Oh, why is he doing that? So we can have some Wookiees in the movie. Oh, people like Wookiees. Yeah, we'll have Yoda fight alongside Chewbacca. Doesn't that create some problems for the original trilogy? Like, Han Solo doesn't believe in the Jedi, but we're saying that his partner fought alongside one? Well, yeah, but if we don't include this Chewbacca scene, we're not gonna get to see Chewbacca. Oh, yeah, that is a good point. Okay, keep it in. We're also gonna have Obi-Wan go fight this bad guy, General Grievous. And what's his deal? Well, he was trained in the Jedi arts by Count Dooku. Oh, he was? Yeah, and apparently he was also trained in the helicopter arts by a helicopter. Oh, very cool. Anyway, so much later in the movie, Anakin's gonna finally figure out that Palpatine is a Sith Lord. Wow, took him a while. That's the most obviously evil character I've ever seen. Yeah, so he tells Mace Windu, who goes to confront Palpatine. And how does that go? Oh, not well. Palpatine shoots some lightning at Mace Windu, and he deflects it back and starts to kill him. Oh. And Anakin's standing there like, oh boy, I don't want either of these people to die. So Anakin tells Palpatine to stop shooting the lightning so Mace Windu can stop deflecting it at him. Nope, he cuts off Mace Windu's arm, and Palpatine sends him flying out the window. Oh my god. Yeah, Anakin was conflicted about it, but as soon as he did it, he's like, well, I guess I'm evil now. Wow, ready to go. And so Palpatine is like, hey, I need you to go murder some kids real quick, and Anakin's like, yep, I'm on it. Oh wow, that's a huge escalation. Wasn't he conflicted like 2 seconds ago? Yeah, but he decided to be evil now, so he's fine with killing kids. Jeez. Yeah, and then Palpatine calls for Order 66, which makes all the clones kill all the Jedi. Oh no. Except our favorites. Oh, okay, good. Oh, and we're also gonna find out why Anakin is called Darth Vader. Oh, and why is that? Because Palpatine was like, this is gonna be your name now. Oh, right, okay. Anyway, so then Obi-Wan watches some security footage of Anakin killing children and pledging himself to Palpatine, so he's like, oh, this guy's up to no good. He's not wrong. And so he goes to tell Padme, and she's like, there's no way Anakin would do something like that. I don't believe you. Didn't Anakin tell her in the last movie that he killed a bunch of Tusken Raider children? Yeah, he did tell her that, but I guess she forgot, because she's real dumb now. Oh, okay. So then Obi-Wan has to go kill Anakin, and they have this big lava fight. Like, it goes on for a while. Wow. And Obi-Wan's gonna be like, Anakin, Chancellor Palpatine is evil, and Anakin's gonna be like, from my point of view, the Jedi are evil. Oh, okay, that's just some placeholder text, right? You're gonna put in some less ridiculous dialogue. It was placeholder dialogue, but I forgot the login information for my laptop, so we're kind of stuck with it now. Oh, okay, that's fine. So then they keep fighting, but at a certain point, Obi-Wan goes up a hill a little bit. Okay. And so he's like, well, it's over, Anakin. I have the high ground. What is he talking about? Well, Obi-Wan's a little higher up than Anakin, so that's basically checkmate, you know? You can't win if you don't have the high ground. What about in Phantom Menace? Menace when Darth Maul had the high ground and Obi-Wan killed him. Oh, well, that doesn't count, though. Why not? Because I forgot about that. Oh, fair enough. So then Obi-Wan chops off Anakin's limbs and leaves him to burn to death. Oh my god. And then Padme dies after giving birth to Luke and Leia. Wait, 9 months have passed? Apparently, yes, they have. Wow, so what happens to her? Were there complications during childbirth? No. She just doesn't feel like living anymore. What are you talking about? She was so sad that she died. I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, maybe we should go with the complications thing. Okay, we'll go with complications. Okay, great. In the sense that she just got out of a complicated relationship and died from sadness. Never mind. So then Bail Organa takes baby Leia and Luke gets sent to Tatooine to Uncle Owen and Aunt Beru. Why did they bring him there? So that Anakin can't find him. So they bring him to his actual family and let him keep the Skywalker name. I feel like he'd be easy to track down. Yeah, well, I kind of have no choice but to shove everybody into their starting positions for A New Hope, so it doesn't really matter if it doesn't make sense. Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah, like Yoda pieces out to Dagobah because he's embarrassed. Oh, and then Palpatine's gonna hook Anakin up with the Darth Vader costume and tell him that Padme's dead. Oh, and what does Anakin say? He says, no! Yeah, seems about right. And so yeah, that's about it. That's the story of Anakin and Palpatine and stuff. Wow, yeah, we spent a lot of time with them. It's gonna be nice in the future to make more of these movies and kind of steer away to other villains. Oh, for sure. It'll be nice to switch it up a bit.
And then he comes back for episode 9. Anyway, like always, he is 100% right about this film. I'm not gonna lie, there were some plot holes about this movie, but you're gonna be surprised about what I'm gonna say about this movie.
What are you gonna say?
I remember I really enjoyed this movie.
Same here.
Really?
Yes.
You really like this one?
This is one of the movies where I can't, I don't know. Star Wars for me are like such a big, so much involved in any Star Wars
It's like
movie,
a whole
right?
world. It's like a world that they built.
Right, but this one was one of those where, okay, this is where the new story starts, right?
Yeah.
Kind of like for me, it was like, okay, Hank can never say his name. Anakin goes into the dark side.
You almost said Heineken. I thought you were going to say Heineken, but you said Anakin.
He goes into the dark side. He's Darth Vader. And then, the twins are born. So it's like the start of this whole new, world. Right. This is one of the movies that I like. From 1 and 2, 3 is my favorite.
3 is your favorite?
Yes.
Yeah, and I totally agree. Phantom Menace, it had a little bit of a rough start. It was like it was confusing because it was like geared for the kids, but then it also had all this political stuff. Episode 2 was like a little bit in the middle. Like I said, it felt like the middle child of the trilogy. But episode 3, it really came together, and a lot of stuff really went down in this movie, and I think it paid off. And for me, I remember I enjoyed it. I was like, okay, I feel like George Lucas learned from the first 2 movies, the first 2 episodes, and then he really came together for this one and finished that trilogy with like a solid film.
Right.
And I feel like Star Wars fans, they could be a little bit harsh sometimes. And for the most part, when I talk to other Star Wars fans, I think a lot of people enjoyed this one.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think Hayden Christensen, the actor that played Anakin, by the 3rd one, I think he got a little bit better.
Yes.
He was still a little bit over the top, but he did improve a little bit better. And
he wasn't as a stalker.
Yeah.
As a weirdo.
He wasn't forcing his acting as much. He was still forcing it a little bit, but not, he got a little bit better.
Right.
And then there was other things that I really enjoyed, such as, that lava scene, the lightsaber scene with him and Obi-Wan Kenobi. It was a little bit long, but it was, to me, one of the best lightsabers battles that I've seen in all the Star Wars movies.
I was gonna say that, like, it had good battles.
Right, because even in the newer ones, there's barely any good lightsaber fights.
Right.
So that fight, Anakin, Obi-Wan Kenobi, to me, I really enjoyed that. And seeing Yoda going up against Palpatine was good at the same time. So it had plenty of action, and it really wrapped things up and set things up for the originals.
Right.
For episodes 4 through 6.
Totally
so
agree.
Even though I was very harsh in the first 2, this one, I remember I came out a happy fan.
I know.
Of course, there's some people who are not going to be happy with this film, or some people that didn't enjoy it. But I thought it was a solid movie.
I mean, it has been so long, We watching this because we love also how Pitch Meeting, talks about each movie and reacts to each movie. Right. And we liked his opinion because he's always on point, and it's just so funny. Yeah. But I mean, this was one of the best of Star Wars. For me too.
For you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, honestly, like you really enjoyed it.
Yeah. Honestly, even from the new ones, like
from
the new movies,
right?
You know, I can't remember all of them, but
yeah, and like I said in one of the other videos, is that I feel like George Lucas really had a plan in making these 3 movies, this trilogy, and it really felt like he knew how he wanted to end this trilogy, and it was nice to see how Anakin becomes Darth Vader.
Right.
Like seeing him become, like to me, that scene where Obi-Wan Kenobi just chops him down and, you know, cuts off his arms and legs. I remember seeing that in the movie theater and it was like impactful. And I kind of felt
oh God, why you say that?
It was impact. Like I remember seeing that, I was like, oh my God, that was like really, that was rough to see.
Right.
You know, and the way, you know, even though I love Obi-Wan Kenobi as a character, the way he left them there, just burning.
It was like brutal.
It was brutal.
Like,
I was like, whoa,
no
did this just happen? You know, and it almost made me have sympathy for Darth Vader. It made me kind of feel, even though he did all these terrible things.
I mean, he killed those kids.
Yeah, but at the same time,
I don't know about that. I mean, honestly, now that I think of how he killed those kids.
Yeah, I had, you know what it is? I really had mixed emotions about this character,
Darth Vader.
Yeah,
it's true.
Because I always just saw him as the bad guy. But here, you kind of, it's almost like this gray area.
Mm-hmm.
You know, where like his mom got killed, you know, and you see all this stuff bad happen
and then
to him.
Now the wife dies, like.
Right, and he got brainwashed by Palpatine. Yeah, it's like a very interesting character. Definitely Darth Vader, one of the most interesting characters, if not the most interesting in all of Star Wars.
For me, I relate Star Wars. Like I hear Darth Vader, and that's how I put them together, right? Like it's a Star Wars Darth Vader. I don't know. It's just like the most
iconic character
and the whole Star Wars.
Right. And in this trilogy, you see him Anakin become Darth Vader.
Yeah.
So that was just kind of like satisfying. Mm-hmm. You're like, wow, this is how this character came about. Now, of course, you know, this trilogy, I feel like there's so many things that could have been done that would have been better. Mm-hmm. You know, that I wish George Lucas would have tweaked. Mm-hmm. Like, I would have had Hayden Christensen in the first one instead of having the little kid. Mm-hmm. You know, I would have had him in the first one. You know, that way we see the same actor throughout all 3. Just the way you saw Luke. You know, in the originals,
right?
In all 3 movies, mm-hmm. I would have loved to have seen Hayden Christensen in the first one instead of the little kid. Because there's that one scene in The Phantom Menace where they bring him to the council, and they're like, "Oh, he's too old to be trained." And I'm like, "Are you kidding me? The kid looks like a toddler." You know what I'm saying? It would have been more interesting if it was Hayden Christensen, a little bit older and similar in age to Padme. Mm-hmm. And then that connection would have been formed in the first one.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? To me, that would have been better. And the second thing, like I said before, if they would have kept Darth Maul for like the first 2 movies.
Why you like that character so much?
He was such a badass Sith. That would have been amazing. You know? Older Anakin. I'm still not over it.
Clearly.
Older Anakin going up against Darth Maul or something like that.
Oh God!
You know, trying to avenge the death
of killed so fast. Clearly,
Qui-Gon Jinn.
Clearly, he wasn't as strong.
No. He's a great character. He's a great character, and he's still alive, by the way. Anyway, so guys, let us know what you think about this pitch meeting. Did you like this movie? Am I bugging? Did you think it was a good one?
You're not. I think it was the best one of the 3 of them.
Of the prequels. Okay.
Yes.
All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to the channel. It really helps out. Press that like. See you guys in the next one. Peace out.
Bye-bye.